For months, we have been sharing stories about how families are struggling to find available and affordable childcare all over the state as centers struggle to find workers. But in tonight's Eye on KELOLAND, Bridget Bennett looks at another form of childcare and the impact in-home providers can have on filling some of the state's needs.
You guys are so smart.
Mine is golden.
Maisie is getting ready for kindergarten now that she turned 5.
Yeah, it's my birthday and I had a piece of unicorn cake.
She's just as excited to head to school this fall.
Maisie, could you spell your name for me?
Maissie.
And she'll be well prepared thanks to the help of one of her favorite people. Who taught you how to spell your name?
Author Joy.
She did?
Yeah.
Sticky, 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 sticky bubble gum.
We're more than teachers. We're teachers, we're nurses, we're therapists. Oh, we're all of these things.
Joy Vyson has run a daycare in her home for the past 13 years.
My kids here are, I would do anything for any of them.
You ready? Do you want to touch it? I am with them probably 50 hours a week. I watch them grow, develop, learn. What is that?
Stephanie NICOLAISEN also runs a daycare in her home, something she started less than 2 years ago.
I worked at Avera for 5 years and then COVID hit. So we were short on daycare.
When she couldn't find a daycare option for her baby and young son, she decided to open her own.
You can spend quality time with your children. You can not only just love on them daily, but teach them as well.
And her boys have loved having plenty of friends to play with every day.
He loves his friends. Even on the weekends, he's asking for certain friends to come over and play with him daily.
She talks about her day. It's Auntie Joy and Oakland Faith is her best friend.
It's that close-knit community that drew new mom Bailey Anders to a family daycare setting.
I like the in-homes because they were very almost like you're dropping your kid off at grandma's house or, you know, dropping them off with an aunt or uncle. It's very welcoming. Where the centers, I don't know, I felt like my kid was just a number.
They play a critical role in providing choice to parents.
Becky Nelson manages daycare licensing and accreditation for all the childcare centers in the state, including the 278 registered family daycare providers.
It may take a few more family daycares to, equate to what a center could provide.
Well, you can have up to 12 kids in a daycare. The problem comes when they're under the age of 2. In that case, you can only have 4.
The biggest need right now is 2 and under.
The crisis here for infant daycare is tremendously high. I'm filled out on infants till 2024.
The extra care needed for babies under 2 is why the state has such low ratios. But it also means some longer wait times for parents.
That was probably our biggest struggle, just even trying to find an opening. Infant care was really hard. I did look at centers, but just the pricing was ridiculous.
Full-time rates, I'm going to say in this city average between $120 a week and probably $175 to $180 per week. I do believe centers start at $220, $225 and up.
It's another reason some families choose in-home providers over daycare centers.
There are so many families that are struggling right now, not only finding care, but affording it as well.
Not having to pay for childcare herself is one reason NICOLAISEN says she's actually making more money doing daycare over her former full-time job.
So if there's anybody ever looking to start a daycare and they're worried about that financial, I could guarantee that you would be either making the same or more.
But the expenses that come with running a daycare just keep going up.
As providers, we all take home maybe 40%, 50% of what we make. We have operating costs, we have, crafts, arts, learning.
It's why the state of South Dakota is making some new investments to help more family daycare providers start and continue their business.
There are a lot of, incentives and benefits to be a state registered provider.
But only state registered in-home providers are eligible for the many state and federal assistance programs.
Just because food prices are going up and things are becoming more expensive, I decided to do the state certification for the food program, and then I also heard that they offered other grants. Yearly you get a toy grant. I look at it being on state as a job promotion. The benefits come along with it.
More than $32 million from the American Rescue Plan have already been distributed to state-registered daycares in South Dakota. But Nelson says more federal funds will soon be available.
I would encourage, any city registered provider that is interested in becoming state registered to start their application process.
There's not much more of the fingerprinting. You take a 12-hour orientation class. They check everybody in your household, and you're good to go.
Providers also have the choice of opening with a city license only.
We're all the same. We all love children. We're all doing the best that we can to raise them in this society.
Wake up, little bunny!
And no matter what route they choose,
Okay, this one.
these providers say running a daycare in their home has been an incredibly rewarding career.
Every once in a while, people will look at me like, how do you raise 4 kids? I'm raising 12 daily, and I absolutely love it.
Good job, Aggie. I have had all these children since birth. I will take the day off when each of them goes to school.
She'll cry.
Said with the confidence of a child who knows she's loved. With Eye on Kettleland, I'm Bridget Bennett.
And parents say that finding an in-home provider can be one of the biggest barriers to the field. The state has a list of all state-registered in-home providers on its website, and you can also call 211 to find the list of city-registered daycares in your community. We have those links and more information on opening your own daycare with this story on KETTLELAND.com.